You're watching the number one broadcast for all University of Kentucky sports, the Loyal BBN Fan Show, and it starts right now.
BBN, what's going on? See, I'm going to tell you guys real quickly. This is why this is so fun. I said to myself that this is stressful, but exciting to be able to see this all unfold. And this is very exciting. And today, a high-powered point guard from Duke, Jeremy Roach, has entered the transfer portal. And this is hilarious. Like, this is kind of stuff that you can't make up. So Kentucky's recruiting him. They've already contacted him. Your boy Calipari is recruiting him. And it appears that Rick Pitino is recruiting him. Since when did we think all three of these guys would be so engaged on one player? This is interesting. But then I have to ask the question is a lot of people say yes. Some people say, I'm not really sure. But as a fan, like, do you welcome a Duke player like that in? I think we've only played him once since he's been at Kentucky, if I'm correct. Only one time since he's been there. But would this be something that you would be interested in? Is this something that you would just be all in, or do we have boundaries? Do we say, no, you know what? No Duke players to Kentucky. Nobody's coming here from Duke. But a lot of people, and I have to admit, like, if we're trying to build a roster this year and you want a guy who's played at the highest level, how can you not at least entertain it? How can you not at least say, or would you be interested? And if he accepts, do you take him? Also, like, how freaking awesome would this be if Coach Pope can go in and take this recruit from Calipari and from Rick Pitino? That's the kind of stuff that as a fan base you look for and that you get very, very excited just to see the outcome of it. And, will it work? Will he get him? I mean, at the end of the day, it's about, most likely for him, is getting to the next level. And I think, honestly, if you're looking at between Pope, Cope, and Pitino, I mean, it may be kind of hard for him not to go to the salesman and Cal. I mean, we know he's a great recruiter, and we know that that's what he has in his pocket, is that I can get you to the next level. I would get you to the NBA. And kids want to hear that, especially a young man who's been in college for as long as Roach has. I just want to go pro. So you have to ask yourself if the opportunity presents itself as a Kentucky fan, do you welcome in a Duke fan and just say, come on in, we can use you, bring your skills, bring your game, bring your intensity, and come to Kentucky, and let's go do something great together. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this all turns out. I mean, this recruiting thing is just, I mean, it's fun, but it's nerve-wracking. But it felt good, as I said before, it felt good to go ahead and get at least one recruit up under the belt. I know he's been out of basketball for 2 years and everything. He's only been able to play half-court basketball, which to me, that was hilarious. That was funny as crap. I don't know what to say. How do you guys feel about a player who can only play half-court basketball because they wasn't allowed to play full court? That's hilarious. But I guess the overall mission of what he went for was not really playing basketball. But, that happens to be his love, too, to be able to play basketball while he's even gone away. The Lord won't have a problem with that, I'm sure. But anyway, I'm really excited about this recruiting process. It's nervous. It's nerve-wracking every single moment. Somebody has got to tell me that I cannot be the only one that's always looking at the phone, refreshing. Who's going to have the most information? So, that's kind of strange. For me, like, I don't really have time to go to be going to have like 4 or 5 different apps that I use. So I just use the Autograph app. The Autograph app, it gives me everything. And if you don't know how powerful the Autograph app is, it has all the places that we get our reports from, all the information that we look for, from KSR to Catch Covers to Catch Illustrated to Kentucky Insider to Nation of Blue, to Rupp to No Good, to Catch Paws, the Leafs Report. It has it all right here. All of this right here is just one little thing. So for me, I'm just scrolling through this right here. And actually, if you use my code that's going to be in the video, you can actually download it as a Kentucky fan, and you can get all your information in one spot right here. I got podcasts, I got scores, I got schedules, I got a fan zone, I got feeds. The Autograph app is 100% on steroids. I freaking love it. This is what I'm using. So look at the link down below. You can actually get it as well too. All you got to do is just click the link and you can get your Kentucky version of it, because it's for all the teams. It's up with Tom Brady and all that kind of stuff, who generated it, who created it. But anyway, I'm excited. Like, I'm super excited about this recruiting process, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's next and which recruit can he get. Because see, it's kind of in a sense of sometimes recruits wait to see who else is going. Like, okay, who else is going to go to Kentucky? Is this somebody that I can play with? I mean, and that's no difference even when you look at guys straight out of high school. These guys are seeing who's going. Can I play with him? Will he be a good fit for me? You know what I'm saying? What kind of person? I wonder what kind of person he is. How is his scoring? Is he a passer? That kind of things is going to come into play. So I feel like while we got one recruit, I feel like if we can get maybe at least two more solid recruits, or two more transfers, I feel like everything will start falling into place. And then once Pope actually brings on his staff, which we're actually all sitting back waiting and curious. We all got our names. We're throwing our names in. We're curious about who is going to be next or whatnot. So for me, it's just all about getting your staff in, getting some guys in here. At least two more guys that can ball. That's some dogs on the floor. That's in the transfer portal, and we can just go see. I hope we get the kid from Dayton, Bray. He seems to be the go-to guy right now in the portal. He has a long list of blue bloods, including UConn, who wants him. So it must be something there if this is where he wants to go, if he wants to play basketball at a higher level. So let's see what happens and everything like that. But I just want to come on because for me to have Mark Pope in his early days as a Kentucky basketball coach, and he's already competing in recruiting at the highest level with two of the best that's ever recruited in John Calipari and Rick Pitino. And if he can win this, to me, like, look, I just beat out Cal. I just been out my mentor, my coach, who I won a national championship. I just beat him out for recruits. Everything is really up from there. And I think things can continue to roll. For me, it's just awesome. So let's see what happens. I don't know if they're going to get him or not. I'm not sure if he's even interested, but I'm pretty sure one of the biggest things that's going to be sold to him is, I will get you to the next level. And if we say that, we already know exactly who's going to have the highest pitch and the best pitch for that to happen, and that's Cal, which is kind of scary. But let's see if Pope can hold his own, see if he can put on his big boy pants, and see if he can go into that room, make that phone call, and convince these young men to come to Kentucky and play basketball. So I'll leave you with the question, as a Kentucky fan, do you welcome in Roach if he decides to come to Kentucky? Will you say, come on in, young fella, you could be a Wildcat, even if it's for 1 year, we'll take you. Thank you, guys. I'm the Loyal BBN Fan Show. I'm Mike. If you haven't subscribed to YouTube already, hit that button. It takes, I don't know, less than a second. Cling, hit it. And I appreciate their support. Thank you, guys. Also, use my text line down there for the Loyal BBN text line at 270-220-0994. Hit me up with your thoughts of what you think about Kentucky sports, basketball, football, women basketball, soccer, baseball. But baseball is just freaking killing it. They just beat Louisville. I'm all right with that. Let's go in a slugfest. Let's do that the right way. So go Cats, and let's stay excited about what's going on at Kentucky, because I feel like it's only going to continue to grow and get better. I'm all in. You should be all in. And together, we are the Big Blue Nation, and we support Coach Pope. Let's get this done. Go Cats.